Now to calculate the constant d, we use a concept called as normalization. What is normalization? Total probability of finding a particle in a volume is equal to 1 if the particle is inside the volume, is 0 if it is outside. Correct? So now this term represents probability per unit volume. Integrate it over the total volume, then it is equal to 1. This is one dimensional problem. For one dimension, I will write probability of total probability over length is equal to 1. Length is 0 to a. Correct? So now 0 to a, what is psi square? D square sine square kx dx equal to 1. Correct? Now sine square theta, we can write it in terms of cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Correct? Therefore sine square kx is equal to 1 minus cos 2 kx by 2. Correct? K is n pi by a. Therefore 0 to a d square into 1 minus cos 2 n pi by a into x by 2 into dx. Is it clear? This is equal to 1. Now simplify this. 0 to a d square by 2 dx into dx minus d square by 2 into cos 2 n pi by a x, this is dx is equal to 1. Here you will see this term becoming 0. Why? Integration of cos will be sin cos x is minus sin x, correct? That sign of this value from 0 to a, you will see pi, sin pi coming here. So sin n pi is 0. So this term will tend to 0. We will see that now. So the first term on the left hand side, here d square by 2 into a. Integration of 1 into dx is x, 0 to a, minus d square by 2. So the integration of this is sin 2n pi by a into x by 2n pi by a. Correct? Now this is 0 to a. Now when you apply the limits 0 to a, you will get sin 2n pi, which is 0. Correct? So this term is 0 because sin n pi is 0. This is equal to 1. So therefore d square by 2 into a equal to 1, or d is equal to root of 2 by a. So final solution now we have arrived at. Psi is equal to d is root 2 by a into sin n pi by a, this is k, into x. This is the matter wave function for the particle in an infinite potential well. Now we call this as the most general solution or proper solution or eigenfunction for this problem. What is eigenfunction? Eigenfunction is the physically acceptable solution to this problem. It is a wave function. What are the characteristics of eigenfunction? The wave function must be single valued. Only then it is physically acceptable. It cannot give infinite. It cannot be double many values. It is finite. The wave must be continuous. The wave must be normalizable. Correct? So this makes this function eigenfunction. So this is how we can solve particle in a potential well. Now where is the particle likely to be present? We will use this equation now to find out the most probable position of the particle. Okay? Psi n is given here. Now I would like to plot the graph of, here the particle is within the limits x equal to 0 to a. Correct? Now plot the probability here from probability of finding the particle within this region, I am plotting graph of psi square versus x. So first, psi is root of 2 by a sin n pi by a into x, correct? Now square it, 2 by a sin square n pi by a into x, correct? Now here, use this value, assume the particle is in the ground state, put x equal to 0, find what is psi square, okay? Put x is equal to a by 4, put x is equal to a by 2, x is equal to 3a by 4, x is equal to a. For each case, calculate psi square value. You will see x is equal to 0. Put here x is equal to 0. You will get psi square 0. N is 1. Put x is equal to a by 4. Here, a by 4. Sin 1 pi by 4. Correct? Sin pi by 4 is 45. 1 by root 2. So this root 2 will cancel. So this 2 will cancel, it is 1 by a. Is it correct? Substitute here. Psi square is 2 by a into sin square 1 into pi by a into a, x is a by 4. So 2 by a sin square pi by 4. So you get 1 by a. Correct? Now put x is equal to a by 2. X is equal to a by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So it is 2 by a. X equal to 3a by 4. You will get again 1 by a. X equal to a last 0. So if you plot the graph, let us assume this is 1 by a. Let this be 2 by a. Correct? Let this be a by 4, a by 2, 3a by 4. X equal to 0, psi square is 0. X equal to a by 4, 1 by a by 2, 2 by a. 3a by 4, 1 by a, this is 0. So you get the probability graph like this. Where is the probability maximum? At x equal to a by 2. What is the conclusion? If the particle is in the ground state in a potential well, then it is most likely to be present at center. Can we extend this to a finite potential well case for hydrogen atom? See here, if this is hydrogen atom, if this is the nucleus, solve this problem, assuming it to be a finite potential well case, you will see probability of finding the electron maximum. The locus of all these points will be a circle, which you call it as S orbit. So, Schrodinger equation is so essential to understand atomic systems. This has contributed to our understanding of spectra of atoms, energy of electrons, leading to lasers, semiconductors, superconductors, transistors. So Schrodinger's equation, you can learn many problems on this in any book on quantum mechanics. We have almost completed this. Now we will solve some numericals on this. Okay. So first, what are the formulae which we have come across? De Broglie wavelength h by p, or root of 2m e, or root of 2m into charge into potential difference. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, delta x into delta p, h by 4 pi, delta E uncertainty in energy and time, h by 4 pi. Correct? Next, we have probability. For a particle in a potential well, energy is n square h square by 8ma square. Eigenfunction is root 2 by a into sine n pi by a into x. Very easy problems are given. For example, here find de Broglie wavelength for a particle for an electron having an energy of, for an electron with energy of 500 kilo electron volt. Energy is given. So this formula will have to be used. Lambda is equal to h by root of 2me. Convert energy to joules. 500 kilo means 1000. 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 power minus 90 joules. What is H? 6.6 to 10 power minus 34 joule second. What is M, mass of the electron? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. Substitute this here. Right? So very easy problem. Second problem. Can you compare de Broglie wavelength of this electron with wavelength of a photon of same energy? What is the expression for wavelength for a photon? E is equal to hc by lambda. What is the expression for wavelength of an electron beam? De Broglie form. See here, compare the wavelength of a photon and an electron of energy 500 kilo electron volt. Both of them have same energy. Then how do you compare their wavelength? So very important, we should not get confused here. Energy of a photon, Planck's law, is given by hc by lambda. Now, so lambda is equal to hc by E. This is wavelength of photon. Correct? Substitute this. H is Planck's constant. C, velocity of light, 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Now, wavelength of electron, particle, matter wave. See here, energy of wavelength of matter wavelength of electron is h by root of 2me. So use these two formulae, take the ratio. The energy of photon, energy of electron are same, but their wavelength will be different. Find out that. Okay. Next, suppose if the particle is neutron, proton, then you have to use m, mass of proton or neutron. Suppose if find the de Broglie wavelength of a particle of an electron which is accelerated through a potential difference of 1000 volts is given. Potential difference is given. So find the de Broglie wavelength, h by root of 2m e v. Charge of the electron, v is potential difference. So by using suitable formula, you can solve such problems. Now I will look at problem on Heisenberg's principle. Let us begin with an easy problem. Find, see this, the uncertainty in the measurement of momentum of electron if it is confined in a region of size 1 angstrom. Electron is confined in a region of 1 angstrom. Right? Now what is the uncertainty in momentum? So if the size of the region is 1 angstrom, the maximum uncertainty possible is equal to this. 1 into 10 power minus 10 meter. So delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. Uncertainty in the measurement of position and momentum is equal to h by 4 pi. So delta p is h by 4 pi into delta x. So substitute this, delta x is given. Correct? Another common problem that is generally given is velocity is given. Okay. For examples here, the velocity of an electron is measured to be, see here, 5 into 10 power 6 meter per second with an accuracy of 1%. Okay, the velocity of an electron is measured with an accuracy of 1%. Find uncertainty in measurement of position. Okay, delta x is asked. So we know the same formula, delta x into delta p is h by 4 pi. What is delta p? P is mass into velocity. Delta p is mass into uncertainty in velocity. See, velocity is measured as what? It is 1% accurate. It is 5 into 10 power 6. Therefore, what is 1% of this? 1 by 100 of 5 into 10 power 6. Correct? Velocity is measured, but it's with an accuracy of 1%. So maximum uncertainty is this much. Correct? Maximum uncertainty possible for us with this velocity is given by this. Therefore, it is just 5 into 10 power 4 meter per second. Please understand this. This is accuracy of 1%. Velocity is not just this, it is measured with accuracy of 1%. So 1% of this is this much. Correct? So uncertainty will be equal to delta V. Therefore, now delta P will be mass of the electron 9.1 10 power minus 31 into velocity 5 into 10 power 4 kg meter per second. Now delta x is h by 4 pi into delta p. Is it clear? So this can easily be solved. Try this. Now we'll take up another problem on uncertainty principle. This problem is asked many times in the exam. See here, find, see, the uncertainty in position, right, of 300 kilo electron volt energy electron is 0.1 angstrom. Energy is given. Find percentage uncertainty in momentum. What is percentage uncertainty? Delta P by P is what is asked. What is delta P? Delta P into delta x is h by 4 pi. Delta x is given here. Correct? Substitute that. You will get delta P. How to get P? We know P square by 2m is energy. P is root of 2me. E is 300 kilo electron volt. Convert it to joules. 1000 is kilo into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Correct? So find delta P by P. So easily one can solve these problems. Now, using uncertainty relationship between energy and time, we can solve some problems. See here, if the uncertainty in energy state is 0.01 eV. Find the lifetime of particle. Means delta T is asked. You have to calculate delta T. So we have the standard formula. Delta E into delta T is equal to h by 4 pi. Uncertainty in energy is 0.01. So therefore, delta T is h by 4 pi into delta E. This is delta E 0.01 eV. 6.62 10 power minus 34 by 4 pi into, convert electron volt to joules. 1.6 into 10 power minus 90. So many seconds. Simplify this. You will get to know the lifetime. Uncertainty in measurement of time, which represents the lifetime of the particle, is given by this. Correct? Another standard problem that is asked on this is, it requires some calculations here. What is it? Here, an electron, here, makes a de-excitation, emitting at 650 nanometer with a width of 0.1 nanometer. Okay, an electron is moving from higher level to lower level. It emits a wavelength lambda with a width, it has a bandwidth, correct, of 0.1 nanometer. Find the lifetime of the electron in the energy state. The only formula we know is delta E into delta T is equal to h by 4 pi. Delta T is h by 4 pi into delta E. Now, how to calculate delta E? We know E is radiation, correct? Now radiation is being emitted, so hc by lambda. Delta E is minus hc by lambda square d lambda. Differentiate this. So lambda is given here. This is 650 nanometers. Correct? D lambda is given. How much? 0.1 nanometer. So using these two, you can easily solve this problem. Please look at this. Energy of the radiation is given by this. Differentiate it, substitute it here. Now the last type of numericals that are asked on this is related to eigenvalue and eigenfunction. See here, find the first and second excited state of an electron in a potential well of width 1 angstrom. A electron is in a potential well. We know its energy is quantized. Correct? This is ground state. N is equal to 1. N is equal to 2 is first excited state. Please observe this. N is equal to 1 is ground state. N is equal to 3 second excited state. So exactly observe this value of N. What is asked is first and second excited state. N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3. What is the width of the well? 1 angstrom. So we know En is equal to n square h square by 8 ml square. L is given by 1 angstrom. Convert it to meters. L is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 10 meters. Now case 1. Put n is equal to 1. Find E. first excited state. Okay, 1 square h square by 8 m l square. What is m? It is electron. So what is mass of the electron? M is equal to 9.1 into 10 power minus 30. Now second question is, what is the energy in the second excited state? No, this is not n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, correct? N is equal to 1 is ground state, n is equal to 2 is first excited state. So we have solved this. First excited state means n is equal to 2. Second excited state means n is equal to 3. So put n is equal to 3. E second excited state is equal to 3 square h square by 8 ml square. L is the width of the potential well. So please remember, first excited state is n is equal to 2. Second excited state is n is equal to 3. Ground state is n is equal to 1. What is the, suppose in the same problem, if they ask you what is the 0 point energy? 0 point energy means it is the energy corresponding to n is equal to 1, the lowest energy possible. Is it clear? Now, the last type of numerical on this is finding probability. Okay? Find the probability of finding a particle